In this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to recreate probably the craziest Tame Impala guitar sound, the solo tone from the moment. So I've searched far and wide on the internet for months looking for any information or any previous examples of anyone cracking this tone, and pretty much came up with nothing. The only real piece of info about the guitar tone out there was from Kevin Parker himself when he referred to it in an interview. He called the moment solo alien-like, or like a crunchy Himalayan sounding lead. So the piece of gear KP used for this tone is one he used for many songs on Currents actually, the GR-55 guitar synthesizer. It's a multi-effects board that uses a 13-pin MIDI cable and a separate GK3 Roland pickup that attaches to your guitar separately. So after having gotten one in late 2023 and spending lots of restless nights with it, I was able to crack it, seemingly being the first ever to do so too, which is pretty exciting. And to my surprise, this tone actually comes from a default patch hidden within the GR-55, but it just needs some pretty heavy modifications to it. So like most of the other default Roland presets, this patch has multiple instrument emulations in it, but the key, which is one that I don't think any of you would expect, is actually bagpipes. And after I figured that out, it pretty much made so much sense hearing it back, and it's something that I can't really unhear when listening to the moment now, but it's a pretty cool little secret to actually uncover. Alright, so now with that introduction out of the way, we can get into the settings of this patch and how you guys can replicate it on your GR-55s as well. Alright, so now for the settings. Pretty much this patch is actually a patch that already exists within the GR-55, but that's just been edited slightly. So the patch is in the other section, and it is fourth bank, third preset. So it is the Highlander GTR, and pretty much it has these three emulations. It has a harp pad, the bagpipe, and an an acoustic resonator. And essentially everything that's here is used within the final version of the moment solo. They're just all tweaked, slightly different gain, slightly different values, changing the levels within the instruments to get to the the finalized version that we all know. But pretty much it's all here. It's really not that complicated. It just came about from playing the riff on every single patch until I found something that finally kind of gave it a dead giveaway, because it's just such a complicated patch. I came across this while just doing my research on it and realizing that one of the live versions, honestly almost all of them, Kevin will hit the strings. He kind of gives it like a little test. And from that, I couldn't wrap my head around that delay sound. Turns out there's actually two delays. So that's really what confirmed, aside from the bagpipe sound, that it really was just already a default patch that Kevin just utilized and changed up for the final version. So for the finalized version, you're just going to want to copy these values. The three instruments, pretty much all at max. And then the guitar is going to have those settings to it, which gives it that really, trebly aspect to it that you hear, and that slight little kind of like pluck sound in the solo. Then for all these, you can see the effect level values, which are all pretty important. So you're just going to want to copy all those. Alright, so then in this section, you're going to want to copy all these parameters. And I just want to add as a note, for the gain structure and possibly the EQ, although I don't think the EQ would matter too much, but the gain structure might be different depending on how close your GK3 pickup is to the strings. Depending on how close your strings are to it, you might have to add less or more gain. But other than that, That's all you're gonna need for the moment solo. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the moment tone. Hope you guys enjoy jamming it out yourselves. It's a really unique tone. I honestly I didn't think I'd be able to crack, but I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I get to share it with you all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.